What up, reader fam? Today I am bringing you my October wrap-up. I'm really happy with the books that I was able to get to this month. I pretty much completed my TBR. The only book that I didn't read that was originally on my TBR for this month was Crooked Kingdom, which is killing me that I still have yet to read that dang book. Like, if I don't end up reading Crooked Kingdom by the end of this year, there is something completely wrong with me. It's one of my most anticipated releases of this year, and I need to read it. It's gotta happen! But anyway, let me show you guys the books that I read in the month of October and some of my thoughts on those books. The first book I read this month was The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I kind of went into this book with high expectations because I read A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness and I loved that book. And so that I thought that I would end up loving this book, but that just didn't happen, unfortunately. The thing is, the concept for this book is so unique. And I thought that he would take this idea and run with it. Shoot for the stars! But I was really underwhelmed with what went down in this book. So if you don't know what this book is about, in a lot of books there's always the chosen one. And in this book, instead of following the chosen one, we're following the rest of the people. So in this book we follow Mikey and his friends as they attempt to survive high school. I just felt that Patrick Ness could have done so much more with the story concept. I kind of left this book feeling like, that's all you're gonna do with it? While this book is set in a fantasy-ish world, it's really more so a contemporary story. There are two things that I did really enjoy about this story. The first thing being the diversity in this book. We have so many different diverse characters and I really appreciated that. And the second thing that I really enjoyed about this book was at the beginning of each chapter we have this short little paragraph and it's focused on what the chosen one is up to. And those little paragraphs are full of so many overused tropes and they were basically parodies of other chosen one stories and I just found them super comical. So I can't necessarily recommend this book, but if it sounds interesting to you, then definitely go check it out. You might end up enjoying it. I just was a little bit underwhelmed with it. Then I finally read books 4 and 5 in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. So guess what that means, guys? I am finished with this series, finally! Ever since I joined BookTube, I've been trying to read this series and complete it. And I finally did it, and it feels hecka good. Are you proud of me? You should be. I'm proud of me. And I'm so glad that I pushed myself to read these two books this month because I loved the ending of this series. These last two books were so epic. Like, I really enjoyed books 1 through 3, but books 4 and 5 were on a whole other level for me. I'm pretty sure these last two books in this series are my favorite. They're just jam-packed with character growth, action-packed scenes, emotional scenes, ridiculous humor, and just straight up madness. I really love the way that Rick brought this series to a close. I have full video discussions on both of these books, so if you want to hear all my thoughts on these two books, then I will leave links down below to those videos. Then I read two books back to back that are a part of a new Rick Riordan series, and that is book 1, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer, and book 2, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Hammer of Thor. This series is a new favorite of mine. Like, it is so good. I'm so happy that I got the chance to read these two books this month because I ended up loving them. And honestly, I left the Percy Jackson series being like, I don't know if Rick can top this. These books topped that series for me. I don't know if that's a sinful thing to say in this fandom, but if it is, then I'm a sinner. Essentially, in this series, we follow Magnus Chase, who one day finds out that his father is a Norse god. And from there, he discovers this whole new world, and he goes on crazy adventures with his friends. It's full of diverse characters that you'll find yourself so attached to. Blitzen, Hearth, Alex, Sam, Magnus himself. The characters are fantastic throughout this series. We've got Rick's humor, which is always A+. We have a fun and interesting plot that will keep you on the edge of your seat, and we have this whole new world to discover. A world which I found to be just super fascinating. All in all, I am loving this new series by Rick Riordan, and even though book 2 came out this month, I'm already highly anticipating book 3. Like, I need it tomorrow. I have full video discussions on these two books, so if you're interested in hearing all my thoughts, I will leave links to those down below. Then I read some comic books, and I was really happy to kind of get back into comic books this month. It's been a while since I've been able to read some comics, so it was nice to dive into these. I am going to be doing a full comic book reviews video on all these comics, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So I'm just going to briefly mention to you guys what I read and which one was my favorite. First up, we got Ant-Man Volume 1, Second Chance Man, The Fade Out, Act 2, The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, The Parker Luck, and finally Doctor Strange Season 1. As for which one was my favorite, I think I'm going to have to go with The Fade Out, Act 2. This is a series that I started reading and I actually didn't really necessarily love the first volume, but then I read this one and it's just getting better and better, and I'm really looking forward to kind of see how the story comes to a close. But yeah, like I said, I will be having a comic book reviews video for these soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So yeah, those are the books that I read in the month of October. You guys should let me know know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Also let me know down below what your favorite read of October was. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew. You know, Magnus, sometimes it's best not to look as far as you're able to look, or to listen to everything you're able to hear. What up, reader fam? Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, opinions, and feels on WAPA! Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 2, The Hammer of Thor by Rick Riordan.